You are so dead. Qian, don't move. I'm currently putting on an act to lure the hidden enemy out. I'll just take a small bite. You're not allowed to do that in front of others in the future. Okay. Isn't the script all messed up? Shouldn't the sect leader be sealed in a pillar of ice right now? Isn't he always failing? I even prepared some roasted watermelon seeds to watch the show. I heard that when Elder Wei was teaching Eldersion, the sect leader was also listening. But Elder Wei did say that it's a good thing senior sister isn't picky because the sect leader isn't very talented in that field. How do you know so much? Unless I have a friend who wanted to know if there were still spots open for that class. Don't get so happy so soon. I'm just one of the insignificant hall masters. You won't be able to escape from this place. How dare you break into the altar of my holy religion with just 4 people and a beast? The Valley Master's strength far exceeds a group of ants like you. I'll be waiting for you in hell, haha. Noisy. Our all-time sect has faced more threats than all the undead beasts you can control combined. If you're smart, you better spit out everything you know about the Demon Ridge Valley. You what? Speak louder. I'll never betray the Valley Master even if I die. A sneak attack? Just some petty tricks. Have a taste of my all-time sect's secret technique. Invulnerable meat shield. Hey, you ruined the clothes I was trying to protect this whole time. It's called making the best use of what you have. Doesn't the sect leader always say that we're not allowed to toy with our prisoners? Oh, your sect leader is a man of principles, I see. Toying with others is too tasteless. Finishing them off in one hit is our sect's style. What the hell happened to not toying with the prisoners? Whoa. You were too heavy-handed. The martial ancestors nowadays are too fragile. They start spurting blood even if I barely touch them. Unless this guy is a so-called glass cannon the sect leader had mentioned. Humph? It's a girl. I didn't expect such a powerful undead cultivator to be a little girl. The Valley Master gave me my powers, mortals like you won't understand. And what do you mean, undead cultivator? Old people like you sure like to pretend to know it all. Old? I'll let you know I'm still in my prime. Oh, you don't feel old? I hope my mentality is as good as yours when I grow old too. Alright, I've had it up to here with you. Sect leader, calm down. There's no need to get led on by this girl. I've already discovered her weakness. In the short time that we've been talking, she has stolen multiple glances at Suiji. Which is why there is only one logical conclusion. She can't resist the allure of shirtless men. So allow me to double the shirtless psychological attack on her. What do you think? My muscles are even better than Suiji's. I told you this would be effective. Look, she already has a nose. Why the heck are her eyes bleeding? Even if the entire star continent is destroyed, I won't let anything slip. Xingqian, maybe she's only interested in people like Suiji. But don't be discouraged. Although you're uglier than me, believe me, you can keep dreaming. One day, a blind cat might end up liking you. You're the dead rat. You dare make fun of me? I'll drag you down with me. Senior sister, the sect leader went to attend Elder Wei's class behind your back. I know. I'm his monitor. Doggy, don't forget to finish the homework that Elder Wei gave you. Aren't we exploring out here? Can't you extend the deadline by 2 days? Don't think you can lower my guard by acting out a show. You'll never get anything out of me. I will withstand any torture that you throw at me. I'll even resist your honey trap, yes, even if you make him torture me. Even if he tries to seduce me or do unspeakable things to me, I'll never give in to you. What are you doing? Plan B. Little girl, if you refuse to tell us everything you know about the Demon Ridge Valley, you better be prepared to choose a new hairstyle from these 3. Trust me, no one has ever left my, June Tony's, hair salon happy. Demon. I'll tell you everything I know. Lily St. Land. Junior sister, why did you suddenly use so much strength? Sorry, senior sister. My spiritual power suddenly acted up. Did something happen? Note, this should be the blue hair girl talking. I'm not too sure, but my heart suddenly began palpitating. It's as if someone is trying to steal something from me. My name is Mo Zhang. I serve the 30th Valley Master of the Demon Ridge Valley, Qian. My Demon Ridge Valley has been ruling over this place for countless generations. 1,000 years ago, we were surrounded by the continent's Orthodox section's note. Her name literally means to die young. In order to fight back, Valley Master Chio set up countless arrays around the valley. She also created the undead beasts, which helped my holy religion survive under the attacks of the countless Orthodox sections, but they still dealt a heavy blow to my Demon Ridge Valley. Otherwise, with the level you're at, you wouldn't even be qualified to enter. Humph, who doesn't know how to brag? 1,000 years ago? Little girl, have you even been born yet 1,000 years ago? Can that surnamed Chio even accept you as a disciple? I know that kid's surnamed Chio. Her talent is not bad, but it's not good enough to live for 1,000 years. Who are you calling a little girl? This lady just knows how to take care of her skin, stupid exhibitionist. Also, do you think my great Valley Master is someone who a mere martial king like you can look down on? Zuiji is as naked as the day he was born while I'm properly dressed. Why the heck are you calling me the exhibitionist? Then Miss Mozhang. Big sister? Andi? Grandma? How old are you now? Big brother Zuiji, don't misunderstand, I'm not even 20 yet, I just wanted to scold this pervert. I can actually only be considered half a disciple. I began cultivating only 2.5 years ago. One day, I was looking nearby for herbs to aid my cultivation, when I was suddenly struck by heavenly lightning. At first I thought I was going to die, but I managed to wake up somehow after the night passed. After waking up, I realized I could sense the spiritual power in the surroundings even better than before. My talent had suddenly improved. I could finally become one of the heavenly geniuses. Then, I was knocked unconscious by a mysterious ball falling from the sky. That object was this metal plate surrounded by a ball of energy. It was also this plate that guided me deep into the Demon Ridge Valley, where I became a disciple of the Valley Master, and began my demonic cultivation 2.5 years ago. The sequence of events feels so familiar. It's just like back in chapter 49 when some idiot debuted. Only an idiot would get struck by lightning and kicked by a ball. Why did I say kick? Then, other than your Valley Master Chio, how many people are here? And how strong are they? I'm just a martial ancestor. I don't know what level the seniors and Valley Master have reached. Why don't I take you along to meet Valley Master? They've been laying low for 1,000 years, so their killing intent isn't that strong anymore. The entire valley is in a state of death cultivation. If I talk to them, they should be willing to let you go. Let's go. If you follow me through this gate, we will reach the main altar. Sect Leader, we have to be careful of her schemes, she's way too cooperative. I'm more worried that she's not scheming anything. I have so many trump cards that I obtained by risking my life, courting death. Come. Let's take a look at a sect that's survived for thousands of years. That. Mozhang. Are you sure this is the main altar of the Demon Ridge Valley? And these are the disciples and elders who are in death cultivation. Yup, they've been in death cultivation for 1,000 years, so they're a little shy. No, what I meant is, there's a difference between death cultivation and just simple death. Dying? That's not possible. They frequently chat with me and teach me how to cultivate. Did the heavenly lightning also give you the ability to see ghosts? Or do you hallucinate? The Orthodox sects back then sure were decisive. There's not a single living soul among all the people in the Demon Ridge Valley. Based on these platforms, each level should represent a higher realm of cultivation, right? After 1,000 years, the body is still so sturdy. This guy should have at least been a martial king. All of them at the bottom were martial ancestors, and those here on the second level were martial kings. If we go by that, then Valley Master Chio should be a martial saint at the very least. Such a powerful figure died with people being none the wiser. I need to work harder on my cultivation. I don't want my sect to end up as desolate as this. The right arm is missing? Humph? Mozhang, thank you. You're really a good disciple. See, I didn't lie to you, Master is still alive. Yeah, you weren't lying. Not just your master. The whole lot of them are awake now. Interesting, the heads aren't these undead's weak points either. What's more, even the weakest ones are peak martial grandmasters. But the most dangerous ones are still those on top of the stone platforms. There are martial kings, martial emperors, and even a martial saint. Only a powerful fleshly body like that is worthy of this saint. It's too bad that it's a male. But I will reluctantly take it. Something's wrong. I feel like something is very wrong. Why are the martial grandmasters the only ones attacking us? Even if they attack without a care for their lives, they still won't be able to cause us any casualties. But what if they don't want to kill and are just trying to exhaust us? No, that's not it either. If that was the case, sending out those martial kings would be even more effective. Humph? I obviously wasn't attacking them, so why did they try to block? I know too little about the enemy. I can't tell what their intentions are at all. But since you're trying to push me into a trap, don't blame me for not following the rules and flipping the chessboard. This time, I'll let you have a taste of a real god of slaughter. 10,000 sword return. Tumbling washing machine. And done, I've cleared the battlefield. Humph? Those martial king's auras are getting stronger? Auntie, stop hiding and send those 15 subordinates down as well. You're actually a sword and martial dual king. I didn't expect to be lucky enough to see such a genius after my death. I'm starting to like you more and more, everyone go. Humph? That evil smile, it really is that little girl named Chio. I didn't expect to meet someone from my time, and for her to have reached the martial saint realm. Out of everyone here, only I should be able to hold her back with my trump card, right? But I'm not sure if my body can take using that skill twice in such a short period of time. All of you stand back. We might not be able to hold ourselves back. We? Little Long. Activate battle mode. Last time, you had the body of a human with the head of a dragon, goat. Now you have the body of a dragon with the head of a human. Your evolution path sure is whimsical. Other than the ones we just killed, there are still 5 martial emperors and 6 martial kings left. Little Long, are you confident? I was born to fight. The main altar is in an enclosed cave. The fire elements of the sect leader and Little Long's attacks won't disperse but will fuel their attacks even more instead. But the flames and smoke are too fierce. I can't even see their figures anymore. This is almost at the same level as my trump card. Xingqian, you don't say. I was inspired by your secret move. If I can't even hold these corpses back while blocking your vision, how can I go all out on flipping the chessboard? Only when the eyes of the players are blocked will the pawns turn into headless flies. Isn't that right? My little friend, Mozhang. You. When did you find out? At the very start, when a bad friend of mine didn't give me a mission. I thought I hid it well. I didn't expect you to find out. A few of Undead showed synchronized movements just now, so I got suspicious. I wondered if they were conscious. Or just being controlled by Somyeon. If one person controls so many undeads, it's inevitable for them to make a mistake. And the thing that made me confirm that it was you was the number of undeads attacking Xingqian is 10 times more than the ones attacking Zuiji. There's such obvious favoritism. Who else can it be but you? No wonder you still had the time to ask if I needed help when he was drowning in undeads. Don't be sad, brother. I'll help you sign up for other waste class. Not only did he realize that you were the one controlling undeads, I also realized that the martial kings were able to explode with spiritual power. Only after I killed all the martial grandmasters, so I deduced that all the undeads have the same power source. Perhaps the martial saint will only be able to maki a move after I kill all the martial emperors. So before I killed the second wave, I secretly set a spiritual power isolation formation around that beautiful lady. Now, she is just a soulless puppet. Little Long is standing guard beside her. If there are any abnormalities, I will instantly burn her to ashes. Now tell me, what are you scheming, and why are you going through all this effort to exhaust our strength? Old friend, I can't help but remind you, did you forget that old saying? Talkative villains die first. What are you talking about? I'm not the villain. Clever little brat. If it wasn't for this seat keeping more than half of my spiritual power in my own body, I might have really lost to you. But it's your fault for not measuring things properly. Even if I lost over half my spiritual power after dying, it's not something a mere 5 martial emperors worth of spiritual power can compare to. How brave, you dare to attack someone over 2 realms higher than you. A newborn calf isn't afraid of a tiger. Only an idiot would fight head-on with you. Qian. Have a taste of the fusion technique that we spent a lot of effort to learn. ChangXiao crystallization. Explode. Cold on the outside, but fiery within, It combines the explosive power of fire and ice. Even a peak martial emperor would suffer if they took this attack. This should be the type of trump card you use all your spiritual power to execute, but, unfortunately, I am a martial saint, right? If you were at your peak, I would be running away, but aren't you being too obvious about having a problem by repeating it again and again? Compared to the Dean, your spiritual power is clearly lacking. You're probably at a level in between a martial saint and a martial emperor. You can be considered a half-saint at most, but do you really think I would miss such a huge variable? Do you remember who I am? I am a sword and martial dual king. Plus, who said? Qian and I could only make one crystal? It's been 1,000 years. You've been left behind by the times. No, I can't perish like this. I still haven't found him. I can't die. The current ChangXiao's spiritual power is still far from being exhausted, but I can only do this. Even if my soul might get scattered, I can only bet it all on this. Doggy. Why did the sect leader's hair turn black? Careful, this might be bad. That little girl is trying to possess the sect leader's body. No wonder the undead were so focused on exhausting our spiritual power. It's easier to take over the sect leader's body if he has less spiritual power. It's a good thing the sect leader still has plenty of spiritual power left, so she wasn't able to take over his body in one go. They must be battling right now. The only reason why I could easily possess this body was because the original owner died after being struck by lightning. But after a battle like this, I'm afraid that even if the sect leader wins, his spiritual consciousness will be heavily injured, causing memory loss. Humph? Why is this guy's mental world so empty? Why is there a brick enshrined here? Because ChangXiao didn't expend much of his spiritual power. I was expecting a big battle. Who should I fight now? This lousy brick? This host causes so much trouble for me. Humph? Don't bother. With the difference in our realms, the only reason your soul hasn't dispersed yet is because I am controlling myself. I'm a martial saint, how could you suppress me with your soul? You're not ChangXiao? You're a martial sovereign. Sovereign? Please, even if I am only a fragment, aren't you insulting me too much? Although I can't directly help ChangXiao, unfortunately for you. You wanted to possess this body and entered his mental world, which is my domain. On account of you being the first outsider to ever have come here, I will treat you like a king. King? How can this be considered being treated like a king? No, I can't die yet. I still haven't seen him yet. Lord Knight Emperor. Xingchen? Oh, this might be interesting. Qiao Qianqi, was it? Let's make a deal. Forget about possessing a body. I'll help you stabilize your soul under the condition that you obediently stay inside the metal plate and act like a grandpa in a ring. What grandpa? I am a woman, and why would I want to be under your control? I can help you meet the Knight Emperor. You know, with my status, there's no need for me to lie to a little martial saint like you. Okay, I agree. What should I do to meet the Lord Knight Emperor? First, you should know that he is very different from how you remembered him back then. His identity is a secret. I want you to keep his and my existence a secret for now. I will place a restriction on your soul for now. The Knight Emperor, right now, is as far as the sky, but as close as one look away. The young brat who acts like an old man is him. Sect leader, are you okay? Why would I not be okay? Didn't I burn that martial saint to a crisp? Is the sect leader's soul that strong? He wasn't affected by a martial saint's attack? Worthy of being someone from the upper realm. It's good that you're fine. But what happened to the other soul? Master, are you fine? My soul was tempered to a level similar to that of a real body's. My power has recovered too. That senior didn't lie to me. So that means... Hey, little last Chio. You're pretty lucky to be able to keep your soul even after failing to possess a body. Why don't you give this EMP, give me, Yi Xingchen, some face and scram? You might be a half-saint, but trust me, if we keep fighting, we might get hurt but you will die. Yi? Sir Yi, I, Qiao Qianqi, and my disciple, Mo Shang, are willing to enter under your sect's tutelage. I will do my best to protect Sir Yi. I'll even be happy to be your maid. Master, you're asking the wrong person. This guy is just an exhibitionist. This feels a little weird. Since when is my face worth this much? Big brother's Ouija, I'll be your junior sister from now on. please take care of me. Sir Yi, Mo's Hang is still young, I will definitely teach her to respect you. You exhibitionists, you better stay away from my master, disciple. Killing both young and old. You deserve death. Mister. Can I follow you? I, the Knight Emperor, do not need useless subordinates. If you achieve some level of cultivation and become a martial saint, I will consider it. If I still remember you, that is. After that, you completely forgot about our first meeting. But I must thank the heavens for letting us meet again. Master, just because he has the same surname as your idol, the Knight Emperor, doesn't mean you have to treat him with so much respect. Oh, so she's my fan. And don't the history books say that the Knight Emperor died thousands of years ago because of a woman who had schemed against him? Shanger, don't speak nonsense. The Knight Emperor is a hero amongst men. How could he have been played to death by a woman? That would be too unbecoming. How bad must his intelligence be to fall that low? There's also no way he would die from something as pathetic as a sneak attack. If that were the case, what would his 1,000 years of cultivation be worth? He must have rebirthed through a secret technique. Ah, the words of a fan hurt the most. This pair of master and disciple. Have they lost the ability to speak without hurting others because they rarely interact with living people? They are both demonic cultivators. Maybe we can get them to tutor Mengying. Right, although Mengying has the innate devil physique, we can't let her fumble around without a teacher. Why does it feel like I am forgetting something? Forget it, maybe I'm just being paranoid. After lunch. Ah, I'm so full. Same here, it's been so long since I've been this full. Right, how could we have eaten until we're this full? We've always had the same amount of food. We even have 2 new members with us, so how could we have leftovers instead? The carnivorous glutton, the strongest stomach of all time, little Long Long was left behind at the altar. That's in the direction of the main altar. I only bumped into you a little while trying to escape from the cave. Is there a need to go this far? I only accidentally burned down your house, squashed the spirit fruit you've been guarding for over 100 years, and burnt the spirit tree. Do you need to go this far? Now that I'm saying it out loud, it does sound justified. How about this? My master is very rich, why don't you also work for him? He can even give you spirit medicine to improve your cultivation. You won't even want to look at a lousy spirit fruit. I'm not a slave. So you can talk, you must also be a spirit beast. Since you can communicate, this will be a lot easier. I'm not asking you to be a slave. My master will give you a place to live and food to eat. That can't be called being a slave. At worst, we can be considered his employees. If you don't want to call him master, you can also call him boss. Master, where are you? I can't maintain my battle form for much longer, and I can't beat this guy in my normal form. You are stalling. You think I'm really afraid of you? It's all over now. Where did this wild chicken come from? You dare to hit a kid from my family? A mid-grade spirit beast at the martial emperor stage. How come I didn't sense its presence before? You. Sneak attack. No morals. Morals while fighting is something my all-time sect has never cared about. Except Qin Yang. Don't worry, I'll teach you properly once you become one of us. High-grade capturing ball. Ding, you've caught the Demon Ridge Black Eagle. This eagle is called the Demon Ridge Black Eagle? Is it the spirit beast protector of the Demon Ridge Valley? At the same time, in a secret base. The Demon Ridge Black Eagle has appeared again? The Demon Ridge Valley has found a successor. The heavens have not forsaken my demonic Tao. Young master, we are not alone.